What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another AMC stock video. And in this video, what we're going to be talking about is Wall Street pretty much confirming the mother of all short squeezes is coming very, very soon. We're also just going to be talking about some AMC stock analysis, just breaking down what is going on with AMC and why are we up roughly 8% today, I believe right now. We are currently sitting at above 6.5% for the day, but we have been far higher than that. But before we go any further, I'll ask that if you do enjoy this video, that you make sure to give it a thumbs up and you subscribe. You turn on post notifications for daily videos just like this one, and you leave a comment below what you think about AMC stock for this week. I also see what my fellow apes are doing, what you guys are thinking. Now let's get into this video. So it is currently 9:52 in the morning Central Time. Market's been open for just below an hour and a half, and what you can see on level 2 is we are seeing a lot of buying pressure compared to some selling pressure. And I don't think this is necessarily any spoofing, which pretty much spoofing is just, let's say I had $10 million, I want to go buy some AMC stock. I put in an order for 100,000 shares. Let's just say that the math adds up. I'm not sure if it does right now, but let's just say I put in an order for 100,000 shares to buy, and then I canceled my order really quick, but it still shows up on the level 2, and it gets people to think, oh wow, a whale just went in, and it causes a lot of thoughts. It causes a lot of things to happen when you see that in the markets. But let's talk about this right here. Okay, just wait for that. Beware of a controlled squeeze. A lot of people are talking about now with NSCC 010 that it's going to be a controlled squeeze. That's they're not going to say that we can let it go to X amount of dollars. They're going to cap it kind of here. Wall Street won't pay this. Wall Street won't pay that. It's going to be controlled, and it's not going to be as big as they think. That's just bots saying bot stuff. You know, they're going to say that they want it to be a controlled squeeze because that's what Wall Street would want. That's what the short sellers would want. They don't want to know that they have the huge risk, the downside of paying thousands upon thousands of dollars per share, which would be absolutely huge and what is very, very likely as long as things go to plan and people can hodl their shares. We're also going to be talking about this right here. Wall Street has admitted the MOAS will occur. Hedgie's new goal, try to control narrative on the squeeze value. How did Wall Street admit that this mother of all short squeezes will occur with the NSCC 2021-010? We talked about that in my past video, but pretty much what it is saying is if hedge funds do not have the money and short sellers do not have the money to cover for a short squeeze, because a short squeeze can cause the price to go absolutely sky high. We've seen it on Volkswagen, we've seen it on multiple other stocks, but we're potentially about to see it with AMC. It's almost not a matter of when. It's almost not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All you can do is be patient, but what they're saying is if you don't have this money and all this money needs to be paid, government will pay it, and then over time, you use stocks, you use things as a loan, and you kind of just pay them back with some interest. Things come into play. They're using their stocks, their securities as collateral for these loans. So just give it some time, but that is very, very big because this ruling coming out of almost nowhere, it almost does say Wall Street has a little feeling that if this squeeze happens, we need to be safe to where we can keep doing our business. Because let's just say, for example, that Citadel needed to owe $1 trillion, and Citadel doesn't have $1 trillion. So what happens if they need that? They're going to have to find that money, but their whole company will go out of business. But what if they can just get a loan? Then they'll have to pay over time, but they can still have their business operations, which a bunch of things will come into play, but that's how it would work, potentially speaking, with NSCC 010. Another thing is that in the European markets, we are looking pretty good, up 9% still, but let's talk about some more stuff right here. AMC off of the open, 79% calls and 21% puts, which is a very, very bullish ratio. 79% calls to 21% puts is huge. 79,000 out of 100,000 people are buying calls, if that's how many calls are actually out there and stuff. But that is a big bullish number. Expect this to level out over the course of the session as our sample size increases, but this is the most bullish ratio off the open we have seen in some time. Here's another thing. Many suggestions from you. This is from our King Adam Aaron. We indeed will talk to all major U.S. pro sports leagues, as well as some U.S. college football, the Premier League, FIFA World Cup, UFC, and boxing, but it is very difficult and possibly prohibitively expensive to secure theatrical rights. We will try. So it's nice to see that at least they want to innovate the company. We see that they did the Conor McGregor fight. They're doing another fight. I believe it's like August 8th, maybe August 7th. I can't remember the exact date. But they're showing another UFC fight at theaters, which is amazing stuff. This is just great bullish sentiment on the stock, and it could be another reason as to why AMC is looking very good today, having this nice little uptrend from like $37 per share all the way up to $40 per share. It's great stuff to see because it causes investors to want to buy, and our buy volume today is looking very solid. all the green bars we're experiencing compared to red bars, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 red bars compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I counted that right, I'm not sure. I counted kind of fast. But 11 buy bars, green bars, which is an amazing thing to see. Another thing is I'm going to point this out real quick, is remember, Citadel is losing a lot of their people. Cryptocurrency broker B2C2 hires Citadel Securities fixed income executive. Just remember, Citadel, a lot of people have left that company over the past few weeks, over the past few months, because maybe there's some things, and it's almost not a maybe. We've seen how corrupt they are. They're already in another lawsuit from delaying orders in 2012 to 2014. Pretty much the way that works is, let's just say you wanted to buy some AMC stock, and I was your market maker. Well, I would buy it for you. Let's say I bought it at $40 a share. I would delay the order, and then I would wait until the stock price is $40.50, and I would make a way bigger profit of like X amount of cents, 50 cents, compared to just if I were to do it right then and there and make 1.001 cent. That's what Citadel was doing, and they're getting fined $700,000, I believe, for doing that. Let's also look into some more AMC stuff today. We will be getting the new short interest for the past few days. I believe it was like July 1st through July 15th. So about a 2-week period, and we'll see how many shares are short. It is currently at 75.48 million shares. Last time it was 85 million shares. And the dollar volume sold short went from an all-time high $5.02 billion to $4.28 billion. That does not include synthetics and naked shorts out there. There's a bunch of things that come into play, and you're just going to have to wait until the squeeze happens to find out how many there are, because it would be absolutely insane if somebody were to just leak that data with no squeeze. But we're also going to be looking at some Fintel data real quick. We can see short shares available is at 550,000 with a short bar period at 0.74%. This number has slightly increased. I believe it was 0.64%, but that is still a very, very low borrow fee rate. Fidelity still showing us buy orders, very much so outweigh the sell orders, with AMC ranking in at number 1, up 7.27% on the day. Looking on some Ortex data, 88.52 is our utilization rate. Shares on loan at 95.5 million, with an estimated short interest at 14.79%. Borrowed shares coming in at 1.53 million compared to return shares at 1.08 million. Okay, it just changed. We just saw a lot of shares get returned. That does not necessarily mean that shorts have covered. Remember, Ortex is automatically going to count these return shares as shorted shares. But remember, whenever you borrow a share, you can either short it or you can go long on it. It's a bunch of things that come into play. But who knows? Most likely not shorts covering, because if shorts were to cover, the price would not be up only 6-7% today. It would look a lot higher than that. But that is what I got for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe. You turn on post notifications for daily videos just like this one, and you leave a comment below, just anything about AMC stock, as it really helps out the algorithm, helps me get this message out to as many apes as possible. Check out my Discord and my Twitter. Links are in the description below, and I'll see you at the next video.